The gladiators of the new millennium feel no pain, show no emotion, will not fatigue. Their choices are simple: total victory or certain death. Comedy Central Sports presents a brand new season of butt-kicking BattleBots.
From Hanson, Idaho, Scott Kincaid's friends didn't think he had the guts to build heavyweight slam job. Now we'll see if he's got the guts to kill.
In the lightweight division, wily veteran builder Phil Putman brings rookie TrillaBot to battle. Will his 7 years of experience get this untested robot to the finals?
Super heavyweight Toro is back with a vengeance. Builders Alexander Rose and Reason Bradley have a lot of fan support, but it takes more than a girl with horns to win it all.
And a great new middleweight double agent enters the fray. First-time builder Robert Sika has made the bold statement that he plans to win the whole competition. He's confident, but is his robot competent? Over 500 metal warriors prepare for the single greatest assemblage of killer robots in the history of the world.
This Comedy Central Sports presentation of BattleBots is brought to you by Snapple, made from the best stuff on earth.
I'm Tim Green, along with Bill Dwyer. We're on Treasure Island, the new home of BattleBots. This sport has grown to such huge proportions, I'm still amazed that over 500 robots are competing this season.
And the qualifying rounds to determine who's going to be in the tournament, very competitive. The new robot designs and weapons are just frightening. It's going to be the greatest robot combat competition ever.
We've got a lot to tell you about the upcoming season. We'll be hearing from Randy and Jason Sklar, Bill Nye, and our newest Boxside reporter, Tracy Bingham. But first, let's get to a fight.
And we've got a heavyweight fight coming up between Novato, California's Nightmare and the pride of Idaho, Slam Job. Now, this is Nightmare's first fight in the tournament, but Slam Job lived up to his name in a previous bout.
Both bots came out of their squares fast and furious, but Slam Job proved stronger. A couple whacks from his hammer, and then he takes Gangrene Weasel to the spike strip and hangs him out to dry. What can you tell us about Nightmare, Bill?
All right, Green, I can tell you that he's armed with a rotary bludgeoning device and is ranked number 8 by BattleBots, the only worldwide recognized federation for robotic combat. Jim Smentowski's bot is even in the win-loss column, but he's never won out of the blue square, and that's where he's starting tonight. All right, checking out Slam Job now. It took $4,500 and 6 weeks to create this beast. Now, he did well in the qualifying rounds, but this is his first time going up against a veteran.
Mark Biro would like to formally introduce us to the robots.
Introducing, in the red square, force equals mass times acceleration. Translation, all hell is about to break loose. Here is Slam Job.
And you can see the flat part of a tire iron as the weapon.
And in the blue square, do not try to wake up. This is not a dream. This is your worst nightmare.
The box is locked, the lights are on, it's robot fighting time. Both coming out fast, trying to get position for their weapons.
You know, Slam Job's got to come around to the side of Nightmare.
Killsaws, oh, baby!
Up and at him.
That is a hit.
One of the most spectacular hits, and that has knocked Slam Job out.
Did you see pieces everywhere? My friend,
Greatest hit ever. Can I say that?
You can say Nightmare.
2, 1, stop the match!
Absolutely beautiful. That was the quickest 34 seconds of my life.
Watch it here. Slam Job just missed by the Killsaws and then destroyed by Nightmare's spinning blade. Let's see if Scott Kincaid is still stunned by that mule kick from Nightmare.
Guys, ouch, ouch.
Definitely, that hurt. They hit me on the strongest point of my robot.
Well, maybe next time.
Yeah, definitely.
I can give you guys a hug, though.
Thank you.
I can give you a nice big group hug.
Jeez, look at this. Unbelievable. That was one of the most powerful hits we've ever seen. That's dangerous for your robot, too, right?
Yeah, the downward force. I mean, I broke a motor mount, and something else might have slipped loose inside. All right.
Nice
Thanks.
job. Wow.
What a beautifully vicious way to start the season.
No doubt about it, and there's more where that came from. Shish Kebab 1.1 versus Trilobot, Minion versus Ogre, and we'll check out the new lethal additions to the BattleBots when we return.
For more information on BattleBots and how you can enter a fighting robot in the BattleBots competition, log on to BattleBots.com.
You're looking at Treasure Island, where the treasure everyone's hunting is a giant nut. If you're just tuning in, you missed a quick and nasty knockout by Nightmare. Lightweights Shish Kebab 1.1 and Trilobot are going to face off in just a minute, but first, we're going inside the box to take a look at the latest lethal addition.
When I was a kid, I had a big train layout. I used to run my trains into each other.
And that's how it all started for Peter Lambertson, a.k.a. the Evil Genius. Today, he's not crashing his toy trains together. He's ripping apart robots in the BattleBots. Hidden away in a top-secret location in Northern California, Peter Lambertson and crew are hard at work inventing doom and destruction year-round. Never seen before, these punishing pistons are the latest and greatest in the top-secret arsenal.
And what this piston will do is it'll just shoot up out of the floor, hit a robot, and drive it up in the air. If we come up with a new blade, you'll see the teeth are much closer together.
Oh, yeah. And you know what else? The motors for the kill saws, ramrods, and the spinners are all 5 times more powerful than the old ones. You know what that means? More dead robots.
Okay, these are our new screws. And as they rotate, they push. So they'll push a robot over to the hammers. This is our old hammer. It really took quite a pounding. Here's our new stainless steel hammer. The whole hammer itself is about 150 pounds heavier. I don't enjoy damaging the robots. I just enjoy having them fly around. It makes it fun for everybody.
Yeah, fun. Right.
I know for a fact Peter Lambertson has no greater joy in life than smashing robots. Who's on deck, Bill?
All right, Tim, from San Marcos, California, Shish Kebab 1.1 is ranked number 19 out of 27 in the lightweight category. On the plus side, he can withstand punishment, but on the minus side, he doesn't have knockout power. Not many lightweights do. Trilobot has polycarbonate casing and 2 spears as weapons. Driver Phil Putman also built Disposable Hero, which was absolutely destroyed by Backlash in Season 1.
Let's hope Trilobot is a little more durable than Disposable Hero.
Oh, I hope not. I want to see something get shredded.
Let's hear from Phil Putman in the pits.
During my last match, I somewhat accidentally pushed the other guy under a hammer, and that took care of him. So this time I'm going to try to do it on purpose.
It's time for the introductions in the BattleBots.
Introducing, in the red corner, he'll snap you in two like a carrot and dance on your grave. Don't say I didn't warn you. Introducing Shish Kebab 1.1.
That was the Voodoo Barbie you saw in Shish Kebab. Very bad
in the blue
mojo.
square, he applauds your bravery, but will obliterate you nonetheless. Introducing Trilobot.
No Voodoo Barbie there, just a Lexan shell and a couple killing spikes.
I'm ready. Red driver is ready.
Driver, are you ready? The driver is ready.
They better be ready, my man, because the box is locked, the lights are on. It's robot fighting time. Here they come, out of the corners fast. Lightweights, wedges, maneuverability is the key. Maneuvering, positioning for each other. Oh, there's a drive.
The Voodoo Barbie goes
Beautiful.
flying.
Shish Kebab under him and scoring points.
Shish Kebab taking Trilobot for a ride right to the spike strip.
Trilobot, oh, Trilobot hit by the kill saws.
Trilobot easily the faster of these 2 bots, but not showing it right now.
Both drivers needing maneuverability. There's the kill saw again.
And you can see the marks it's made in the Lexan. Trilobot's driver, Phil Putman, having some driving problems.
Nice aggressive move there.
Made an adjustment. Now, backwards is forwards. Found that the bot was more stable.
Shish Kebab slammed by the pulverizer. Oh, it's over. How about the force of that hammer? Here's Bill Nye to tell us just how much.
The pulverizer's arm and hammer weigh 150 pounds, and the pneumatic 4-inch cylinder is set at 125 psi. To figure out how much force that is, you just multiply the area, pi r squared, times P, the pressure. So that's pi times 2 squared times 125 psi. That's just 1,570 pounds of force. That's like getting a car dropped on you over and over.
I think it was all downhill after the loss of the Voodoo Barbie doll in that first hit.
You know, you can't rely on voodoo in BattleBots. That's what I found, Tim. Take a look. Shishkabot drives himself underneath the pulverizer. Trilobot doesn't have to do anything. He withstood that first hit, and now all he's got to do is kick back and watch with his wide-open robotic eyes.
The time, 1 minute, 29 seconds. The winner by a knockout, the blue square, Trilobot.
Give us the numbers on this one, Bill.
Both Shishkabot and Trilobot got 1 slam in each, but the real story here is the hazard damage. 23-2 in favor of Trilobot. 22 of the 23 were Pete Lambertson's special of the day. Pulverizer, well done.
There's still more action-packed robot combat to come. Minion takes on Ogre when we come back. They're super heavyweights out to prove the Big Bang Theory.
And before we go, take a look at Jay Leno's ultra heavyweight Shinkilla taking out its frustrations over the outrageous price of gas. It's a real-life editorial cartoon.
Do not construct or operate a robot or BattleBot without proper supervision.
2 great fights so far. Lots of damage to enjoy.
Yeah, you know, the pulverizers really took care of Shishkabot 1.1, but I like it when a robot does his own dirty work. Show me that nightmare clip again. Robot's gone wild.
Before we get to our next bout, let me remind you, this is a single elimination tournament.
That's right. Winners advance, losers go home to watch and weep.
And miss out on being interviewed by our newest BattleBots correspondent, Tracy Bingham. She's not just a reporter, she's also a huge BattleBots fan.
I love the violence. I love the aggression. I love the fear. I love the stiff competition. I love to see things flying. Being a woman, for me, it's very exciting because you're walking through the pits and you see all these guys, you know, going at their machines and making them bigger and better and stronger. And it's kind of exciting for me to see that. They're trying to come up with their best BattleBot. They're helping each other. They're borrowing things. They're getting advice from other builders. They're learning. They're watching. And, you know, you think that these bots couldn't do what they do, but when you're sitting there watching them being thrown and tossed and lifted and spun and sawed to death, it's just, it's incredible. And what's even more interesting is that the winner gets a big nut.
Glad to have you aboard, Tracy. Up next, a super heavyweight bout, the sophisticated and stylish Minion going up against the ill-mannered Ogre.
Call Ogre what you want, but call him a winner. Ogre pushed, shoved, poked, and speared Hubot and never once said, excuse me.
Minion did not have an easy time with Tortoise. Those spinning blades ripped the Lexan wedge right off him, but he still kept pounding away until he knocked the spinner out of commission. Bill has some more specifics.
Santa Monica, California's #1 ranked Minion is on a mission to reclaim the super heavyweight title from Dissector. He scores an average of 15 points for aggression. That's as high as you can get. You know he'll be in his opponent's face the entire 3 minutes. Ogre's another first-timer. At $2,000, it only cost 1/10 of what it cost to build Minion. Tom Griffin has a history of making destructive things. He made a cannon in his high school shop class. Too bad he can't use it against Minion.
It's go time. Let's head down to the box.
Cancel the ambulance. Call the coroner. Here is Minion. And in the blue square, crouched like a starved pit bull striking terror into civilized robots everywhere, it's Ogre.
And we got a special treat inside Ogre, a slam cam. You get a robot's eye view from inside the battle box.
Blue driver, are you ready? Blue driver is ready.
The big boys are ready. The box is locked. The lights are on. It's robot fighting time.
Minion immediately spinning that spinning blade around, attacking Ogre with it. Oh, there's sparks!
Ogre
taking a chunk out of Ogre.
Ogre getting a taste of the saw blade. And there's our slam cam. You can see, get a feel for the speed that goes on inside the box.
Oh, another hit by Minion, and he took a chunk out of Ogre's face. You see that smoke? That is the belt spinning uselessly, burning up. Ogre now
positioning and pushing Minion toward the pulverizer.
But Mike Rose, driving Minion, a good driver, knows how to get out of a situation like that.
Oh,
man! Can you feel it?
How about a face full of Minion's spinning blade?
It's power versus power here.
Power, but Minion with that blade has the added, I think, advantage.
Ogre with 7 spikes.
I think Minion hurt itself on the piston.
It looks like he lost a belt. There goes his advantage that you thought he just had, Tim. That blade's not moving at all, and that blade's not for cutting.
Minion now reduced to pretty much a wedge bot, a big wedge, and this is Ogre's game.
He can also...
but Minion drove Ogre onto the spikes.
He can also push with his back end, though. Such a powerful bot.
So Minion now in a power pushing match with Ogre. Ogre driving Minion. Both have got to watch that pulverizer. Oh! A near miss. Minion survives by a fraction of an inch, and now Minion positioning Ogre. Minion has the position. He's driving Ogre toward the pulverizer.
Oh, look at Ogre. 3-wheel drive. He's got 1 wheel just spinning helplessly.
Comes back. Ogre saves himself from the pulverizer. And now Ogre is driving Minion. He needs to put him onto a kill saw or back to the pulverizer. Oh, there's the kill saw.
There's that driving ability, able to get out of that, and that effective wedge of Minion, able to get under Ogre.
Minion needs to play defense.
Minion needs some offense, my friend. And this is exactly what Minion didn't want.
Ogre hasn't hooked up, and he's driving him right into the screws. Beautiful comeback by Ogre, and now this is Ogre's game.
Look at the power. He's got 2 wheels now, able to move Minion around.
And he's driving him into the wall, into the spikes.
Oh, this is Ogre's fight now.
But before it was all Minion.
I don't know if it was all Minion. I don't agree. Both drivers showed incredible aggression, scored a lot of points on hits.
Look at that first hit.
First pop that really influences the judges, but they've got to look at this. The power of Ogre coming straight at Minion and that blade, which he just took a huge pop from. And right here, could this be the turning point in the match? Loses the belt, loses that effective saw device.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 3 judges at arena side have turned in a split decision, 23-22 for the red square, Minion.
Wow, the crowd isn't happy with the judge's decision. When we come back, Bill Nye will give us a detailed analysis of exactly how the judges decide who wins. Plus, Turbo tangles with Double Agent, Toro takes on World Peace, and lots of other killer robot info.
Nightmare Show Slam Jab, why he's one of the most feared heavyweights. Easily one of the most spectacular hits in BattleBots history. And coming up from the BattleBots floor to join us, the builder responsible for that hit, Jim Smentowski.
Jim, congratulations. That was the most devastating hit I've ever seen.
Thanks, Tim. Yeah, that was definitely the hit that I designed Nightmare to dish out.
Well, that was a considerably easier fight than the one we saw between Minion and Ogre.
Yeah, that was kind of a tough match there, wasn't it? I don't know if the judges were watching the same fight that I was.
Well, listen, congratulations. Good luck the rest of the season. And now we're going to go to Bill, who's got the battle stats for Minion Ogre.
The numbers don't add up in favor of Minion. Ogre ahead in slams, weapons damage, and lifts. Minion saw damage was more spectacular, so that's a factor.
But the judges saw it for Minion, and now our technical expert Bill Nye is going to explain why.
Here's how a decision is reached. The 3 judges have 3 different categories to consider: aggression, damage, and strategy. Each category is worth 5 points from each judge, giving you a total of 15 points in each of the 3 categories, and that adds up to a total of 45 possible points overall. In the aggression category, Minion and Ogre went after each other right from the start and never let up. The 3 judges split their 15 points pretty evenly, 8-7 in favor of Minion. When Minion sent Ogre airborne, he assured himself the lead. In the damage category, it was another 8-7 spread in favor of Minion. Again, that spinning blade gave Minion the slight margin. In the strategy category, it was another 8-7 split, but this time in favor of Ogre. He worked to get those spikes under Minion's frame and disabled the blade. The final tally, of course, was 23-22, a fair, if not popular, judges' score. Remember, the sweetest science of robot fighting won't be perfect until we eliminate the human factor.
Thanks for clearing that up, Bill. Now let's see what the builders have to say about it.
Ogre, it was a difficult decision that was handed down by the judges. The crowd didn't like it. What happened in there?
I don't know. He pushed me up a couple of times, almost got me under the hammers, and they put up a good fight. We put up a good fight. I'm glad it was close. We won the crowd's approval.
The non-stop thrills and kills of BattleBots has attracted major stars and high-powered political dignitaries to the sport. Earlier, we were honored to receive a special visit from San Francisco Mayor Willie Brown.
Having often fought like a killer robot for his political life, Mayor Willie Brown felt comfortable in the pit area hanging with the bots and the builders. San Francisco has long been a thriving hotspot for innovation and new technologies, in large part because of the nurturing atmosphere the mayor's political policies encourage. After his tour, the mayor met the men who started the BattleBot revolution and paid tribute to them.
I proclaim this BattleBot weekend in San Francisco for all people to see.
A proud moment not only for the fine city of San Francisco, but also for killer robots of all shapes and sizes.
We have an update on some other matches in the tournament.
Lightweight Herr Gepunden got tangled up in Scrap Daddy Surplus's weapon. The referees made Scrap Daddy remove that steel ball, and he lost a 30-15 decision, allowing Herr Gepunden to advance.
In the heavyweight division, rookie sensation Son of Waiachi gave Crab Meat the whipping of a lifetime to move on.
Super heavyweight defending champion Dissector retains the right to defend his title by giving Scrap Daddy Turbulence a terrific beating, then entertaining the crowd with a celebratory dance. We'll be seeing more of Herr Gepunden, Son of Waiachi, and Dissector in the future.
Still more BattleBots coming up. Turbo versus Double Agent, Toro against World Peace, and Bill Dwyer's alma mater, Southern Illinois, enters a robot of its own in the competition. We'll be right back. The melee continues with Double Agent, a reversible wedge bot with a sweet paint job. Turbo has the shell of a titanium jet engine and the heart of a champion. World Peace went 1-out last season, but his loss was to the ultimate champion, Dissector. How will he fare tonight?
Welcome back, Carnage fans. Recapping earlier action, we saw Trilobot skewer Shishkabot in a lightweight contest, and controversy already in the super heavies. Minion in an unpopular split decision over the rookie Ogre.
And the early cheers for Minion by the end giving way to the chant of Ogre, Ogre. Well, BattleBots has come a long way since pioneering builders held robot fights in empty parking lots. The battleground now is Treasure Island, a place with a violent past, and that makes it the perfect setting for robot combat.
Treasure Island. Situated in San Francisco Bay, there was a time when it didn't even exist. In 1939, a 400-acre site was created for the Golden Gate International Exposition out of landfill dredged from the gold-laden Sacramento River. The exposition included many dangerous activities, none more so than the rickshaw race. After the vicious 1941 attack on Pearl Harbor, Treasure Island was converted into a naval base. Military cutbacks led to the base being closed in 1993. Treasure Island was deserted. However, the island's two hangars have found another noble purpose. One is the pit where robot builders gear up for battle. The other is home to the most treacherous place on Earth, the Battle Box.
Bill, who's next on the dock?
All right, here we go. If you're a fan of the wedge design, Double Agent doubles your pleasure. No use flipping him because that second wedge comes into play. He's a rookie bot. Makes him a bit of a mystery. Turbo is your classic spin bot. He's a middleweight with the heavyweight brain power of Florida International University's Team Loki behind it. He's ranked number 9 in the world by BattleBots, the only worldwide recognized federation for robotic combat.
Well, it's the first time ever for Double Agent driver Robert Sika, but make no mistake, first fight of the season, there's enough jitters to go around, rookie or veteran.
Good point, TG. But we all know how important driving is at BattleBots, and there's no substitute for experience, and that favors the veterans.
Let's get the word from the floor.
He's a wedge, so I'm gonna try to just hit him, stick and move with a little boxing strategy, get in a couple of whacks, back away, come back for some more. Every single match that I've fought is in my head forever, and I know exactly what I should have done and what I will do the next time. Last year, Turbo, I thought I had the best drive system in the world, but after a lot of impact, it turns out there was too much impact being transmitted into the wheels, and all the wheels came off. So that was a bad mistake. Win or lose, Turbo's gonna go back into the shop and I'm gonna make it better and better. This is the one, I'm gonna take it all the way.
Really tried to go with an overall shape that would lend itself well to taking lots of damage while being able to continue on. We're gonna try to use our power to push them around the arena and use the hazards to our advantage. Because we don't have any active weapons, we really need to use the hazards in the arena as our weapons.
2 bots enter, 1 bot leaves. Mark Biro's got the call.
Here is a middleweight contest. Introducing in the red square to my right, its impenetrable titanium outer shell is only surpassed by its creamy nougat center. Kick back, it's Turbo!
Those 2 blades at the bottom of Turbo, nicknamed the Sweet Knockers.
And in the blue square, you're better off dead than spending 3 minutes with this violent robot. Be afraid, be very afraid of Double Agent.
Enough torque in that robot to pull owner Rob Sika's car.
Robert Sika took 4 months to build this thing. He didn't log that many hours to go home after 3 minutes.
Eddie Ampuero knows the capability of his spin bot. He's under the tutelage of bot master Corey Klein, and this grasshopper snatched the pebble from Corey's hand a long time ago.
They better be ready because the box is locked.
The lights are on. It's robot fighting time. There's Double Agent coming out. An invertible wedge robot can operate on one side or the other. Turbo, a spin bot. That's when he's most dangerous. Right there, getting up to full speed, 182 miles per hour.
He looked a little unbalanced when he got up to full speed.
Chunks of Double Agent all over the floor. But Turbo takes a toss. This is where Double Agent needs to hit and hit again. He needs to stop Turbo's momentum and then attack. Oh, Turbo gets jammed by the piston.
You've almost got no other strategy against a spin bot than to go right at him.
Again and again, my friend. Oh, beautiful. The wedge gets under Turbo. Turbo takes a chunk out of Double Agent. And here is where Double Agent has to move and drive Turbo into a hazard. Oh, there's the pulverizer. This is where Turbo is not strong. Turbo does not have the ability to drive Double Agent. Oh, and he drives him and blasts Turbo destroyed on the floor.
Turbo squared. The shell is gone.
Turbo helpless now. Double Agent takes a shot of his own from the kill saw. Double Agent got to be careful. He's got this locked up. He's just got to be careful. Look at him driving Turbo. Oh, into the pulverizer.
Does not have to be careful. Double Agent has to be carefree at this point.
Like a cat playing with a dead mouse. Look at this.
It looks like Turbo's got nothing going on now. Except he's still moving around. I applaud him for his guts, which I can plainly see.
There's the count. This one's over. There's the spin of victory.
Oh, ma! Let me see that again. Let's take a look at the replays that led up to the sweet shedding of the shell. Turbo's up to speed, top speed, 182 miles per hour at the tips, taking out pieces of Double Agent, but right there, over the kill saws, courtesy of a push from Double Agent. And look at that, he comes back. Double Agent getting some air. Turbo tried to go on, but look at him. It's like Vader after he took off his mask.
Double Agent using the force of the kill saws. He'll advance, but Mark Biro will make it official.
By dramatic knockout, the blue square, Double Agent.
dramatic knockout. That is a DKO.
Let's get the post-mortem down below.
Okay, that was one of the most exciting matches I've ever seen. You guys hit the kill saws and then literally came out of your shell.
Are the kill saws stronger this year than they've ever been?
Well, they felt stronger. I mean, I think I took them once and it wasn't that bad, but this time it just came right off.
What happened specifically to your body?
Took an impact, the weld cracked, and the top literally just came off.
That's right, and now we got parts to start a new robot.
Yeah, maybe.
Right,
I don't know. All right, good luck, you guys.
You did an amazing job out there. You cut him in half, you pulverized him, and then I thought I saw some smoke. That's got to make you feel confident.
Absolutely. Great moment.
At the end there, you were, after you did your damage there, your robot was spinning around there. So that's the spin of victory?
That's the victory dance. Absolutely.
Amazing. Well, you guys rock. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Hors d'oeuvres have been served, but the super heavyweight main course is next. Will we see world peace in our time? Will Toro take down another metallic matador? Come on back.
For more information on BattleBots and how you can enter a fighting robot in a BattleBots competition, log on to BattleBots.com.
We're at Treasure Island, no longer a military installation, but check out the collateral damage inflicted by Double Agent on Turbo. Welcome back to BattleBots. We promised you the big boys, and we're making good. World Peace enters the box, fresh off a grinding of Junkyard Dog. Check out the sparks. But those cries of Olé can only mean one thing. Toro es en la casa. Senor Dwyer.
Es verdad, Timoteo. All right, Toro's a veteran. He was looking to go deep into last season's playoffs when disaster struck. Here's Bill Nye with more on that.
Last season, Toro lost when his onboard battery came out of its mount, ripping the wires from their housing. This season, builder Alexander Rose replaced that zip tie used to hold the battery in place with a welded aluminum cage. If Toro loses, he won't blame it on a loose wire.
Thank you, Professor Nye. Now here's Bill Dwyer with the fight card.
Hailing from right across the bay in Sausalito, Toro is one of those bots people come out to see. That patented lifting arm flips the opponent like a Chinese gymnast. His combatant World Peace is very low to the ground. Not a lot for that arm to get under, so Toro's got his work cut out for him. Dave Campbell's also from Northern California, and his bot uses a hydraulic clamp that he calls the beak to grab opponents and drag them to the hazards. He's wedged on all four sides, which drives opponents crazy because the best offense,
good defense. A hush has fallen over the crowd. Here's Mark Biro with the intros.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are BattleBots Super Heavyweights. Introducing in the red square to my right, you liked him as a lawnmower, you'll love him as a BattleBot. It's Toro.
Toro with the lifting arm that's quick, 1/100th of a second. Que brutal.
And in the blue square, this robot enjoys long walks on the beach, candlelit dinners, and destroying other robots. Introducing World Peace.
World Peace, new polyurethane skirts, harder to get underneath them. Reason Bradley drives Toro. He's aggressive, and with that powerful flipper, he's confident. But when the fists start flying, will reason prevail?
Dave Campbell can't expect to clamp on a bot like Toro. Look for him to maximize the wedge design to steer Toro into the hazards. If he allows Toro to get under him, don't expect a long fight.
They better be ready because the box is locked. The lights are on. It's robot fighting time. Toro coming out fast. World Peace with those claws on the front.
And look how low the skirts are in World Peace. Hard to get underneath them.
But Toro's under him right away.
Toro is all about waiting. He waits and he waits and he waits till he gets his opportunity
He's
to
got
pop.
to be careful of those hazards. Oh!
World Peace better start doing some.
Oh, he flips him completely over.
360. One of the polyurethane skirts landed on that corner. Completely vulnerable
Toro
right there.
Is under his skirt.
Toro with mirrors on his shoes.
Oh! And Toro going again right for the wing spot. He flips him again.
You've got to think Toro's one of the favorites in this division.
Oh, and he
he's got him again!
Is this what it sounds
That's it,
like
my friend.
when doves cry?
When turtles are on their back and doves cry.
Man, World Peace not able to right himself. Now Toro, is he gonna give him a little flip to pop him back on his feet? I'd like to see it. Will he? There's still time. Or does he save some gas for the next fight? Toro putting on a show for you, for me, for everybody.
Toro under the skirt 3 times, flips World Peace on his back, not to return.
Here we go. Toro with a near miss there, but showing the power. A complete flip. Putting Toro 1, 2, and then a 2.5 to finish it off. Oh, man.
Ladies and
Let's make it
gentlemen,
official
the time,
down in the box.
1 minute, 35 seconds. The winner by dramatic knockout in the red square, Toro.
Toro, oh, absolutely incredible. Inspiring a lot of bots, Tim.
World Peace looked a little hesitant right from the start. Bill, what do you got?
I've learned many things, Tim, especially that it's never easy to lose to a grown man wearing a beanie. But here's the fight in digits. Toro nearly pitches a shutout here. No slams, no flips for World Peace. Only managed to get Toro onto the hazards once. Toro scores 3 flips, 1 less than his per-fight average, but only because the fight's over before it begins. Simple domination.
Comments, questions? We got them both on the floor.
Okay, guys, you have quickly become one of the most feared BattleBots in the competition.
I pretty much take it bout by bout, depending on who we're going up against. A few strategies we run, but basically it's flip them upside down, and if they run upside down, just keep flipping them until they die. So.
Seems to work for me and the audience. Congratulations to both of you.
Thank you.
Dave Soup Campbell, it's eerily reminiscent of Vegas last year when Toro flipped you a couple of times. You got up in the air, flipped, and lost your driving ability, and then he flipped you again. You were on your back, and you regained it. What happened?
He just sort of died. At least this time he flipped us all the way over. In Vegas, he just flipped us on our head. And he's getting, he's practiced more. He's better at flipping us now. We're a little better at driving.
Let's not make a habit of
no,
this,
we're
is all
trying not
saying.
to. Yeah, no.
You gotta be happy with that.
Yeah, we're getting better.
You know, you have a great robot. It's not supposed to fly.
No,
and,
it's a land dove. We shouldn't be doing that.
Exactly. Next time, offer him an olive branch.
We have the olive branch. Yes.
World Peace.
Yes, it is.
Good luck next
Thanks.
time, guys.
Toro to leave the hype. There's more bots of battle in a moment, plus the hit of the week. Don't construct or operate a robot or a BattleBot without proper supervision, and always wear your safety goggles. Welcome back, everybody. Last season, we saw about 120 bots climb into the battle box. This season, try quadrupling that. Over 500 bots battling for mechanical mastery, the majority first-time robots. To help us sort out the contenders from the pretenders, Bill Dwyer.
Thank you, Tim. All right, I took a look around the pits before the battles began, and oh man, I was like a kid in a really messed up candy store. Lots of bots to get excited about, but here's a few to keep an eye on as we go inside the box. In the lightweight division, we start with Whacker. If it looks like a rabbit driving a lawnmower, that's because it is. Team Raptor steps up with Gamma Raptor. It's the sequel to last season's Beta Raptor, but this time around features a lifting arm and Taya Leone.
The middleweight division is wide open. Inertia Labs enters T-. They're the Toro boys. It's a mini Toro with the same lifting strength, but he'll be facing lighter bots. 17-year-old Andy Miller debuts with Sunshine Lollybot. Yes, that is a 24-inch rotating blade. And no, it's not happy to see you.
That brings us to the heavyweights. Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the box, Sharkbite brings it with a whirling turret spinner. Bonus points for cockiness and the junior high mustache. Team Shrapnel brings a good-looking and powerful bot in Mechavore. It's got a 4-horsepower gas engine, 4-wheel drive, and a pit crew bigger than Bobby Labonte's.
And the Super Heavies Techno Destructo comes out of Team Carnage. Driver Sean Irvin will use that pneumatic lifting arm to punish the opposition. Hammerbots are usually hit or miss. Yasha Little hits big time with the judge. It's just a Kevlar box, but that hammer is something to behold, gouging holes in the battle box floor. It is nasty. Finally, the rookie everyone's been talking about, Waiachi. $20,000 to build, 3 sets of hammers spinning at 50 miles an hour. Get ready for a lot of one-punch fights. And those are just some of the bots to watch inside the box.
Not for the faint of heart, Tim. You know, those bots alone could wrest power from a couple of Eastern European nations. And BattleBots is capturing the imagination of the world community, but nowhere quite as intensely as at the university level. Earlier, I took a trip back to my alma mater, and after settling up my delinquent parking tickets, they let me on campus to check out the bot they're entering in this season's competition. How great is it to be back at my alma mater, Southern Illinois University, Carbondale, one of the finest institutions of higher learning in Southern Illinois. Got my bodyguards. We got a team of robot builders here. We're gonna go take a look, see how they're doing. Team SIU. What's this robot called?
Robot's called Nibbler.
All right, so what's the inspiration for Nibbler then?
Chase squirrels. The squirrel population is quite rampant around here, so
Yeah.
I don't think they'll miss a couple. Nibbler may be hungry.
So here's a great chance for everybody who watches BattleBots to see what a great institution Southern Illinois University is. Carbondale, am I right?
Well, I'd say we can't do any worse than the SIU football team.
What'd they finish this year?
I think last.
Did they win any games?
I don't think so.
Ever wonder what the motivation is for building a BattleBot on a college campus?
I like the 2 Ds, design and destruction. I'm in it for the chicks. I'm hoping to become a teen heartthrob soon.
With dreams of fame and fortune running through their heads, I gave the boys of Team SIU a very special send-off. Well, I know that my time here at Southern Illinois University Carbondale prepared me pretty well for my huge career as a cable television personality. Let's hope Nibbler's as prepared when he hits the BattleBots.
We'll look forward to seeing Nibbler down the road.
Yeah, actually you won't, Tim, because in pre-qualifying they lost to some high school kids.
Tough break, Bill. Football players too, I presume?
No, just following in that proud tradition, Tim.
Coming up, you won't see Nibbler, but you will see our hit of the week.
You're watching BattleBots, the leader in robotic entertainment.
It's raining titanium shells courtesy of the kill saws. Turbo gets sliced into a multi-bot, and that is our hit of the week. Welcome back, everybody. The road to the nut is just getting paved, and already it's littered with robot parts.
As well it should be, Timbo. Let's recap the night, starting with the super heavyweights.
All right, Bill. Minion wins a controversial decision against Ogre to continue his quest to reclaim the super heavyweight title. Heavyweight Slam Job is out of work after Nightmare terminated him. And Trillabot gets to try again after sending Shishkabot to the pulverizer early and often.
The veteran Toro puts a grande-style hurting on World Peace, puts him on his back like a prom date. Stepping down weights, young upstart Double Agent moves on by dismantling Turbo with little help from Mr. Killsaw. An early exit for Corey Klein and Team Loki.
We've also got highlights from more early season action. A couple of middleweight bouts. It was one of the bots to watch. T-minus on Bumper Bot. Stop the ride, I want to get off. Twin Paradox never threatened by Thwack. He'll move on to face Deadblow.
And in lightweight action, Dr. Inferno Jr. sure to be slapped with a malpractice suit after carving up Blood Dragon.
Thanks, Bill. There's more blade-to-blade combat next week. For Randy and Jason Sklar, Tracy Bingham, and Bill Nye, I'm Tim Green.
And I'm Bill Dwyer. Until then, use your AC power for good, not evil. Good night, everybody.
You're watching Comedy Central. Up next, it's Revenge of the Nerds 2, Nerds in Paradise.